Hello dear students, welcome to my class once again. Today I have come with a new chapter and it is the 11th, chapter number 11 of your textbook, and it is about, as you can see I have written on the board, it is about verbs. So we are going to have a discussion on verbs, and it is chapter number 11 of your textbook, verbs. So let's try to understand what verbs actually mean. By verb we mean those words which tell us to do something, which I mean the words which mean doing words or action words, or in other words we can say verbs are those words which tell us about the subject, which tell us about the subject. So verbs are those words which indicate or which mean to do something, or in short we can say doing words. Doing words are verbs, or we can say verbs are those words which tell us about the subject. So here in this chapter we are going to discuss verbs, and under this we shall discuss the main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Main verbs and auxiliary verbs. So it is about verbs, and under this chapter we shall discuss main verbs and auxiliary verbs. So what do we mean by main verbs? The first one, the words which indicate, or the words which mean to do something. I mean the words which refer to do something, or in other words we can say action words or doing words. Doing words are main verbs. I mean the words which indicate to do something, to perform something, are called main verbs. I am writing some sentences here. For examples, like she writes a poem, or I watch television. And then let me write two more sentences. They are playing cricket. They are playing cricket. Then let's write one more sentence. He is riding a bike or motorcycle. So here you can see I have written four sentences. Here. See the first sentence. She writes a poem. Here in this sentence, this one, write. It is a doing word. It is an action word. It indicates to do something. In the next sentence again, I watch television. Here in this sentence, watch. This one, watch. This one is again indicating to do something. It is an action word, or it is a doing word. So in these two cases, these words mean, that means write and watch, these two words mean, or they indicate to do something. They refer to action words or doing words. So they are what? They are verbs. But in the next two cases, that is sentence number 3 and sentence number 4, here you can see, I mean if somebody asks you which is the verb here in the first two cases, which is the verb here, then the answer will be here in the first case, in sentence number 1, write, it is a verb. In sentence number 2, watch is verb. But if I ask you which part is verb, or which is the verb in sentence number 3 or in sentence number 4, then I can't say only play. I have to underline, or I have to say about are playing, or in this case number 4, I have to say is riding. So as I said, it is about, this chapter is about main verbs and auxiliary verbs. So main verbs are those which mean or which indicate. Main verbs are those words which indicate to do something. So here in these two cases, they are verbs and they indicate to do something. They are main verbs. But in these two cases, sentence number 3 and sentence number 4, here you see playing. This one playing, it is indicating to do something. It is an action word or a doing word. So it is verb, but it is main verb. Main verb because it indicates to do something. But this are, it is also a kind of verb, but it is not indicating to do something. It alone does not mean anything. I mean, it alone does not mean anything. It helps the main verb. When we say play, then it gives us a sense. When we say watch, when we say write, then these words, these doing words give us a sense. But when we alone use these auxiliary verbs, whether it is are or is or am or has or have, then these words alone do not mean anything. But the words, I mean, which are main verbs, which mean to do something, which indicate to do something, they alone stand or they alone give us a sense, give us a meaning. So what I want to say is that in the first two cases, these words write and watch, these are main verbs. They are indicating to do something here. But in the next two cases, that is that means in the case of sentence number 3 and sentence number 4, this one in sentence number 3, playing is verb, it is main verb, it is indicating to do something. But this are, it is also a kind of verb, but it is helping the main verb. It is not the main verb, it is helping the main verb, and that is why it is an auxiliary verb, and it has another name, that is helping verb. Helping verb. So auxiliary verb has another name, and it is helping verb. Helping verb because it helps the main verb. In sentence number 4, you see he is riding a bike or riding a motorcycle. So here in this case, you see riding, this one is the main verb, it is indicating to do something, it is indicating an action word or a doing word, it is the main verb. And is what? It is an auxiliary verb or a helping verb, because it is helping the main verb. So the verbs which help the main verb are called auxiliary verb or helping verb, and the verbs which mean or which indicate to do something, or the words which are action words or doing words, are called main verbs. Main verbs, like here as I have written, write, watch, playing. Playing has come from play because the sentence is in present continuous tense, so I have added ing to play. Here again I have added ing to ride. So ride is the main word, here play is the main word. So what I want to say is that here in this chapter we are going to discuss main verbs and auxiliary verbs. And main verbs are those which indicate to do something, which refer to do something, which mean action words or doing words. And auxiliary verbs are those which help the main verb. Auxiliary verbs do not mean anything alone. They do not give us a sense alone. But on the other hand, main verbs, the action words or the doing words, they give us a sense alone. So there are many auxiliary verbs. There are many auxiliary verbs, and they are used based on the tense or the number of the subject, tense of the sentence or the number of the noun or number of the subject. Like as you can see here, the subject is they, and the sentence is in present continuous tense. So I have written they are playing cricket. Sentence is in present continuous tense. If the subject is not there, if it is he, then I have to write he is or if it is she, I have to write she is, or any other singular noun, then I except what, except I or you. Like if I write I here, if I write I here in place of they, then I have to write I am. Since it is a sentence of present continuous tense, I have to write I am playing cricket. So auxiliary verbs are used based on or according to the tense of the sentence or the number and the number of the noun or the number of the subject, in fact. So like it was there, I used are, and it was in present continuous tense. If I change this tense of the sentence, if I change it to past continuous tense, then I have to write they were, and I shall have to write I was. If the subject is I and the tense is past continuous, I have to write I was playing cricket. Here again you see he is riding a bike or riding a motorcycle. It is again in present continuous tense and the subject is he, third person singular, and that is why I have written is as the auxiliary verb. If I write it, if I change the subject, if I write we, then we cannot write is, we have to write we are. If it is you, then again are, you are. So what I want to say is that the auxiliary verbs are used based on or depending on or according to the tense of the sentence and the number of the subject, whether it is number. When I say number, I mean whether it is singular or plural, and when I say tense, I mean whether it is in present indefinite tense or present continuous or present perfect or present perfect continuous, or it is a tense of the past, or it is of future tense. So it is used based on the tense of the sentence, tense and the number of the subject, tense of the sentence and the number of the subject. So there are many other auxiliary verbs like have, then has, had, shall, will, can, could, may, might, etc. There are many. There are some more auxiliary verbs, and some of the auxiliary verbs are called modal auxiliaries. Some of the auxiliary verbs are called modal auxiliaries. I am not going to that. You will get this term or this topic, modal auxiliary, in the next chapter or in the next class. This chapter is about main verbs and auxiliary verbs. It is about verbs, and these two kinds of verbs are coming in this chapter: main verbs and auxiliary verbs. So I hope you have understood. I mean, by verb we mean those words which indicate to do something, or the words which tell us about the subject. And main verbs and auxiliary verbs, we have discussed main verbs and auxiliary verbs. When we say main verbs, we mean those verbs which indicate to do something, and they alone give us a sense, and they alone give us a meaning. And auxiliary verbs are those verbs which help the main verb to give us a sense, and the auxiliary verbs are used based on the tense of the sentence and number of the subject. Like it was they, so I used were. When it is I am using was here. So it changes, and we have to use based on the tense of the sentence and number of the subject, whether it is singular or plural. Based on that we have to use. And there are some more auxiliary verbs, as I have written here. So this is all about to this chapter, and you do not think that the chapter or the concept of verb is finished. It is not like that. This chapter is only about these two. The topic or the concept of verb is not finished after this discussion. It is about main verbs and auxiliary verbs. So before I conclude, I would just like to repeat once again, and this is the last time I am going to repeat. It is about verb. So by verb we mean those words which indicate to do something, or the words which tell us about the subject. And here in this chapter we discussed main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Main verbs are those words or those verbs which indicate to do something, and they alone give us a sense. And auxiliary verbs are those verbs which help the main verb, and that is why auxiliary verbs are also called helping verbs. So this is all about today's class, and I hope you have enjoyed or you have understood today's class or today's discussion. But still, if there is any kind of confusion in your mind, any kind of questions in your mind, you can ask me commenting in the comment section. I shall try to reply to your questions, or I shall try to answer your questions. Watch the video again and again, and do let me know your questions. I shall be there to help you. Thank you.